What's up, nerds? I'm the captain. This is Nerd Talk. And now that Deadpool 3 is on Disney Plus, I can watch it to my heart's content. And I want to talk about Thor crying. Now, yes, when we all saw the movie in the first place, everybody was talking about Thor crying. Even Ryan Reynolds said, yeah, he's crying. There's a reason for it. We'll get to it. Can't say much because there's snipers trained on those actors. I believe that wholeheartedly. However, now that it's on Disney Plus, we can take a much better look at the picture for which the scene from which he's crying at. For which I give you the picture. Mjolnir, get the picture. Here it is. This is a close-up picture of Thor in the scene from which Deadpool is crying. Or Thor's crying, Deadpool is right here. This is why I want to note. It's taken from Dark World. Yes, the second Thor movie. But it's changed. You see, he's got added scarring and all kinds of things. I think this has even got it where they've added the color to his. I can't really see this eye, but you can tell it looks different from this eye. So I think they've even made it so it's the different eye color and everything like that. But this scar down here is not in Dark World. And here's where I'm going to show you the second movie's picture. Now, this is the scene from Dark World. See, his eyes much more open. They're the same color, but he's got these scars here and the scar on the lip. Same as the other one, but he has no scar going down his face. His eye is much more open. It's the same picture, but with alterations to it. Here's a side by side you can take to look at the differentiations between. Here's Deadpool 3, here's Dark World. You can see the line going down, the much closed eye, open eye, no line. But they have the exact same forehead scar and lip scar at the same time from where he was just fighting on that planet against the Dark Elf, where in this scene Loki had been dying. But here it is Deadpool. Here's where I want to theorize, what is this scene? Now that we can clearly see this is some sort of possible multiverse, like maybe this is a different Thor than this Thor, but he's fighting the same battle, but with Deadpool. Alright, so before I get into this, Mjolnir, come back. There we go. I just feel better when I know I'm worthy. Anywho, we know now that it's obviously either the same planet, the same Thor in the same situation, but it could be something to do with Secret Wars, where it is a multiversal collision of sorts, and Deadpool could either be a different Wade Wilson, one of those from the Void or whatnot that we saw, and it also could be the actual Wade Wilson that we know and love, Deadpool Prime, if you will, and he had inverted himself in there to stop Loki from dying in that scene, causing Loki to still be with us in some way, or trying to save that Loki and getting that Loki with us, because that was kind of the tipping point from where Loki was starting to be good. And maybe he wanted to save that Loki, make him good, and then keep him on that path for which we would have a good Loki in Secret Wars. When you take into account that if the scarring, it would make sense that it would happen on that planet, because before that scene, he was fighting a dark elf with a sword, and it would take a slash, like a sword slash, to go down. He could have been fighting Deadpool. I doubt it based off of that scene. It looks like he was mourning Deadpool. I don't get it, but Deadpool's immortal. Why would you mourn Deadpool? However, that would make the most sense in my head, is that this is another Thor on another world. Deadpool is either a different Deadpool or that Deadpool trying to do some kind of time travel wootsy-watsy to make it so that something in his head makes sense. I am not in Wade's head. I would never want to be in Wade's head. There are too many voices in there to begin with. But it would make sense that he has a plan, and he's enacting that plan to either get a Thor or a Loki or either the Reality Stone. Because you have to consider the fact that in Thor Dark World, they were fighting over the Reality Stone. This could be a trip across the multiverse to gather the stones. Now, before they did this in time, and they couldn't keep the stones due to the fact that they stole them from time. And maybe they realized if they stole them from other realities, they could use them and they could potentially keep them this time. Because Thanos did destroy them. If they take them from time, they'd only get to use them one time and then no more. They might not know, which you probably wouldn't know unless you tried, that you can't use Infinity Stones from other universes because they work on a different vibrational scale. However, no wait, you could still use them. I'm wrong about that. It's something weird. I remember I remember from What If they had that like stone crusher, like it would. How did that work? I'm trying to remember. But anyway, that could be a really good idea of what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the Reality Stone from this one Earth. They're trying to get like a Soul Stone from another Earth. That would be a really good. Damn, that's a good one. Congratulations, y'all. You just saw how the captain's brain works. I just string along those thoughts. But yes, that is a great idea. They are going across the multiverse to gather the stones, and that is how Deadpool went to get the Reality Stone. That is genius. Oh, and Wade fakes his death with the Reality Stone, goes back to his original universe, which would make Thor cry thinking his buddy is dead. Booyah! So there you have it, folks. I think I just solved the riddle of why Thor is crying. And now I carry Mjolnir. So, I think that might put the nail in the head. Well, I think that's pretty good. I don't know about y'all. Let me know in the comments. As always, please like, follow, subscribe, hit up the YouTube. I'm the captain. This is Nerd Talk. Play some Led Zeppelin.